In this video, we're going to be doing some relatively basic filtering, but we're going to twist it up at the end to look at our information with kind of a traffic light effect through some conditional filtering. We are going to use financial information for this exercise, and specifically we're going to look at some of the city's budget lines. So I'm going to start by clicking on the finance tile here with the piggy bank on it. That's going to take us down to our financial data sets. There are two of them out there. One is the expenditure details, but we want to look at the budget versus actual. So I'm going to click on that data set. This has all the fiscal years starting from 2006. Right now when I'm recording this video, it's near the end of fiscal year 2015, so it's a reasonable question to say, well, what budget lines are running out of money? So that's the exercise we're going to do right now. I'm going to click on this dark blue filter button. That's going to give me the opportunity to now filter this data set. The first condition I'm going to put on there is say I only care about fiscal year 2015. The next condition I'm going to put on here is to say I want to look at the lines that are running out of money. So to do that, we have a pre-calculated field called the remaining budget percent. And that's expressed as a number between 0 and 100. So I can just say 25. And actually I wanted to change that not to be equal to 25, although as you see that found some records. I want to say is less than 25. So these are lines with less than 25% of their budget remaining. I'm going to add one more filter condition just for the purposes of making this more viewable. I'm going to say, let's just look at one department right now. So for example, I'm going to come down here to the department and filter this, and I'm going to say I want to look at public works. And notice it doesn't care if it's capital or not. I typed lowercase, but over here the actual value is stored as uppercase. If I want to further that down, I can actually go a little farther in our organization structure and say, I just really want to look at one division. So within public works, let's just look at operations. Now I've got a filtered set that shows me just public works operations budget lines below 25%. Now that's some good information. I'm going to click on the remaining budget percent line, and that's going to go ahead and sort them. First it sorts them from low to high, and notice there are some negative budget percentages. That means those lines have actually been overspent. If I click on it again, then it sorts me from high to low. Now at this point I might be done. This might be all the information I need, but let's go a little further and use some nice features for conditional formatting to have a little fun with this one. So under conditional formatting, which is near the top of the filter section, we can expand that out, and now we can say, what? Let's do a little traffic light. So let's make these yellow lights, and we're going to change this. And by the way, I recommend a nice soft color because that way the text is more visible on top of it. I'm going to say, well, when the remaining budget percent is going to be, and let's make this between 10% and 20%. And I can apply that, and you'll notice that already those fields just shaded in yellow. And I can say, let's add another rule. We'll call these the red lights. And we will apply the red lights, and again a nice soft color is best for the text to show up when the remaining budget percent is, and we'll say less than 10%. So when I apply that, now I get a nice kind of traffic light effect. I could put green on the upper level. But basically, I'm visually calling attention to different sets of the information based on color scheme. So there you go. There's a relatively simple view. It's done through a couple of filters, and we went the extra step of making it looking interesting through the conditional formatting fields. Please check back often and find out more great features about the Urbana Open Data website.